season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Out now come the Patriots as they are led out by their quarterback, a former MVP of the National Football League back in 2015, Cam Newton.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
The numbers for Hill a week ago. 7 catches, 69 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Sony Michel, his first carry. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a first down following a gain of 3. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized. The other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
At the 43-yard line.
On 2nd down, Michel. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
That's good.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big.
He was tackled at
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton flushed out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dante Fowler make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
About 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
He can run for it, and he will. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. Returnable for Grant. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Atlanta takes the field. Their offensive leader, of course, Matt Ryan, the former Boston College Eagle.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it in.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Lawrence Guy able to get him for a loss of about 3.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Now, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Ito Smith, his first carry. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. So in their own territory, they only need a few inches. So they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there. But they do convert on 4th. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Play action. It's Ryan. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. And a couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Ryan's pass taken in by Ridley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. The numbers there in last week's game for Smith. 19 carries, 97 yards, and a touchdown.
And a rushing title is definitely within sight. So the excitement on the offensive side of the football, I mean, they're bouncing off the walls wanting to get out there. But they also understand that they're going to face some really stacked defenses down the stretch because they don't want it to happen at their expense.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Ryan escaping the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Jakeem Grant, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Now the extra point.
Lining up for the point after.
It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown.
Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. New England with a first down as they begin the drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
2nd and 11 at the 23-yard line.
On second down, Michelle. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of
a quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Matt Ryan and the offense heading back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number number 2 here in the second quarter. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Demario Davis able to record his 5th sack of the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Ryan's pass.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Off the draw, here's Michel. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. New England on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this,
it's cold.
And it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Ito Smith. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee?
That's not good enough, man.
He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning.
5-yard gain.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
And it's good to make it 14-0. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the Falcons score to cap it off.
Younghoe Koo to kick off for it.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. New England trying to get a place on offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Newton now to throw to Michel on the screen. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Good for a Patriot.
A play fake to Michel. Now Newton. 5-yard pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. The shotgun snap for Newton. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
3rd down and 13.
3rd and long, it's Newton. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he can make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
27-yard line.
Matt Ryan and the Falcon offense set to get going again. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis?
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of a season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
He'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the 2nd quarter. And here he's got Graham. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Patriots, nothing.
The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice.
And got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the third quarter. Another big play right there.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Well, with a dime worked on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And his kick is indeed good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. They're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
32-yard line.
Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline, because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
49-yard line.
Now Newton on first down. Catch is made by Harry. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they got to push the...
And the ball is knocked out. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down.
First and 10.
Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. From the red zone now, Newton. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. That's the 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Newton. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
A loss of 10 yards.
Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? I mean, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors they have to look at to try and help out. But you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe.
And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Sheldon Rankins in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Ryan looking downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. We've seen these two, Matt Ryan and Julio Jones, connect quite a few times over the years. It never gets old.
It never gets old. Well, maybe for the defense it does, but not for us who are watching it. And Julio, every time he steps on the field, you can just about mark him down for 100 yards. That's about his career average per game. But think about this. Getting in the end zone has always been a struggle for him. He gets the big yardage, but he doesn't get the touchdowns. Not this time. No matter how many people were kicked in coverage, he found a way to beat it.
Koo now for the point after. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown.
Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Cam going to bring the Patriots up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And it's caught. The tight end Hill. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Play action. It's Newton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Newton. Got his man, that's Harry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing again is Newton. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
17 more yards.
So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Michelle. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
That's the
Back now in Foxborough. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun. Newton flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the 1st. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call running play, I think you energize them. They can juice them up because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Penny. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
1st down, Falcons.
A toss running left. This is Penny. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8. at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Trying to disrupt Julio Jones there, the intended target. A little too close, got the flag thrown.
I'm not sure anyone can cover Julio Jones one-on-one for very long without getting their share of pass interference calls. His size, his speed, his physicality makes it almost impossible to do.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Penny will try to punch it in. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Smith. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Ito Smith with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Patriot offense heading back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
Open man is Hill. He's got it. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And the pass complete to Anunwa. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
It's 2nd and inches. At the
to throw again on 2nd down. Newton, he'll run it. Powers past him at midfield. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. On 1st and 10, Newton. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Quincy Anunwa that time, but it'll be 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Newton. Stepping up, he'll try and run. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
On the tackle. No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
New England on 3rd down. Well, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Newton. This is caught. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Falcons say they have it. They do.
you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at the 20. Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Looking downfield for Jones. He's got a man complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 36 yards on the play. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Ryan wants to throw it. Looking deep for Julio. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football.
And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown.
Touchdown, Atlanta.
Julio Jones with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Falcons capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6.
The kick.
And he'll bang that one through. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the Falcons score to cap it off.
Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Newton. Eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Newton. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here we go on 4th. Newton. And he comes back with one complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
54, check, 154, 154. I got you, I got you. You're all mine, baby. Get this, you're all mine.
Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
16 yards.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Julio Jones once again the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that, because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
3 down, 3 down. Hey, check, 3 down, 3 down.
That one looks like he'll throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
15.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing again, Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung.
Ryan's pass intercepted. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Atlanta, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for New England, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.